This is King Midas. King Midas, yes. Once upon a time, there was a king named Midas. Even by kingly standards, Midas was a greedy king. All he cared about was gold, gold, gold. And let's see, oh yes, gold. So he sent his tax collectors into the kingdom to do his gold gathering for him. As the people grew poorer and poorer from being taxed, Midas grew richer and richer. Finally, the people were reduced to living on turnips and nothing but turnips. For breakfast, they had bowls of turnip flakes. For lunch, turnip sandwiches. And for dinner, roast leg of turnip with turnip gravy. By the time they got around to dessert, turnip torte, people. They were plain sick of turnips. As a result, King Midas began to get the funny feeling that people didn't like him very much. As they yelled, "Off with King Midas's head," he did not care. But what he did care about was that he couldn't raise taxes.
Assembly, come here. I must be popular so that I can raise taxes. Come here, help me.
So the king called a meeting of his advisors from the prestigious advising firm of Bobble, Bangle, Bead, and Benson.
I need help. I need to be more popular.
Right. I know just what will help you. Lower taxes.
What? That's ridiculous. Get away from the guard.
That apparently wasn't a very good idea. Two palace guards grabbed Benson and carried him off to the dungeon. The next day, the king called a meeting of his new advising firm, Bobble, Bangle, and Bead.
I still have my same problem now. I suggest you like dogs. Do I like dogs? No. I see it. King Midas loves mutts. I say, no, not at all. I say we release all the dogs from the pound.
So the plan was set in motion. It was announced that the king would set free all dogs in the royal pound. And sure enough, as the people watched, the king let all the dogs loose. It was a touching moment. Until the dogs ran wild and stampeded the people's houses, smashing their few personal goods in such a way that the insurance companies refused to pay damages. The people let fly at the king with turnips. So the next day, the king called a meeting of his advising firm, Bobble and Bangle.
Okay, so I just had this like revolutionary idea. Okay, ready? Slay a dragon, boom, millions of dollars. Wouldn't that be expensive?
So on the appointed day, the king strode forth to do battle with a fire-breathing dragon.
That's a hot dragon.
It wasn't a real hot dragon at all. It was a big balloon, which most like one used during the Royal Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Awkward.
Unfortunately, even before the king could swing his axe, the dragon sprang an air leak and deflated to about the size of a beach ball.
More turnips.
absolutely hated it. The king called a meeting of his advisor, Bobble.
Well, sir, maybe we should give you this golden touch. Not with a spray bottle and a bucket full of golden paint.
The word spread in a flash. Midas, 24-carat monarch. The king promised a free demonstration, and the people came from all over. And indeed, with one squirt, he changed everything into gold. Hats, canes, bushes, pencils, rocks, and cell phones. If the king says it's gold, then it's gold, responded the people. Hooray for King Midas!
King Midas rocks!
Well, the king sprayed more and more things until everything in the kingdom looked as if it were made of gold. Midas, of course, was very popular. There was just one problem. Since everybody had more make-believe gold than he could use, gold began to lose its value. Soon it took a wheelbarrow full of gold just to buy one turnip. And the king said, Bobble,
You've done it, man! I have all the gold I need in the richest man in the kingdom!
Actually, now that you made everything gold, it's worthless. Now that there's gold everywhere, we went off the gold standard, and now the new standard is
Everybody had turnips. Everybody except the king, that is. With nothing but gold, he was the poorest man in the kingdom. The next day, he called a meeting of his advisors. But there was nobody with him. So King Midas had to move to a very modest castle with a twin-sized bed and a moat about as deep as an October puddle. But he still has lots of friends, and of course, he still has the golden touch.